Guys, Wade from 7 p.m. Prayer doing kind of a surprise video on what goes around comes around. It's a tailgate talk, actually. And it just kind of something that came to me this morning when I was thinking about how one thing leads to another thing, leads to another thing, and the importance of the seeds we plant. So I watched a video on the channel Last Days with Brandon, and he mentioned a book called The Man Who Talks to Flowers. And it's about Dr. Carver, did all the work on the peanuts. And so I ordered the little book, I read the little book, and then 3 points I got out of that book relative to how did he have such a relationship with the flowers in terms of them giving him the information he needed to do all these inventions and come up with all these things that he came up with. And when Dr. Carver was asked about that, what he said was that, one, it was a matter of that you just really, really loved the thing in his case being a flower, and the thing representing an article of God's creation, a piece of God's mind, a piece of God's creation, and just thoroughly loving that. The second piece to that was approaching that whole thing in humility, realizing what a blessing and a gift it is to be able to even be exposed to such precious knowledge. And then lastly was in approaching these flowers as he did, he had a note of expectancy as he approached them. So he claimed he got all kinds of messages from these flowers, and the results were, hundreds of inventions relative to the use of the peanut and the sweet potato. So when asked, those were the 3 things he said. So really love the thing, really approach it in humility, and approach it from a stance of expectancy. So what's incredible about the whole thing to me is just that, what are the odds that I'm watching a particular video on YouTube? What are the odds that a particular book is brought up and that I actually order the particular book? And now here I am reading the book, it's helping me, and now I'm relaying this information to you. So the thought that struck me was just how important it is that we see that we are planting seeds every single day with what we do and who we do it with or to. And so don't take that lightly. Take it really seriously. It's such a blessing to be able to plant seeds, or it can be such a curse. Here a guy, Dr. Carver, put all this energy, all this time into the peanuts and sweet potatoes, and you and I get to benefit from that this very moment. Those were seeds he planted that he's still reaping a harvest from. So let's focus on that today and realize that in some way, shape, or form, Dr. Carver is being benefited right now because we're being benefited by his work. So what is it that you're putting out there? What goes around comes around. What is it you're planting as a seed out there? And how can that be improved? And what can you do more for your neighbor and loving that neighbor? But that was profound to me, that something so amazing that he was able to accomplish, and those 3 simple steps were what he attributed it all to. Okay, you guys, 7 p.m. tonight, all Christians from all denominations praying together. Let's do it, all right? I appreciate you.